Hi, welcome to my video. This video is going to be about me and fasting. Today it's Sunday, 21st of November, or Movember, excuse my beautiful mustache. My last meal planned is on Tuesday, so it's Sunday today, and I plan to eat my last meal on Tuesday, in 2 days. My experience with fasting before is that I'm an online coach and I've had clients fasting, and I wanted to, of course, have self-experience with it. So in March 2018, 3.5 years ago, I decided to go on a fast for a couple of months. I started fasting for 18 hours and eating for 6 hours. And after a couple of weeks, it was between 18-6, which is 18 hours of fasting and 6 hours of eating, and OMAD, which is only or one meal a day. So I went from, I never ate for more than 6 hours, and sometimes I just ate for 1 hour or how long it took to eat one meal. I really enjoyed the periodic fasting, and my plan in the start was to go for like 2 to 3 months, but I ended up doing it for 15 months straight. Even when I went on holiday or traveling to the States, all the time, 15 months, and it was fantastic. I really loved it, but when I was finished being in calorie deficit and I went in calorie surplus, I still kept going with it, but I'm pretty sure that it's not superior to building muscles. So after a while I decided that I ended the periodic fast. So I went for 15 months straight, and I said I started 3.5 years ago experimenting with it. So now the last year I've been fasting between 24 and 36 hours every 10th day approximately, and I also had 2 times where I fasted for 72 hours straight. The goal for me with this fast is, of course, to beat 72 hours. I am thinking aiming for 5 days. The goal for me this fast is different things. First of all, just the mental side of it. It's a mental test. Gut health, the experience itself, how I feel going for that many days without eating or consuming any calories. Digestion, body reset. I just ended a training block, which was my first training block after this year's Norway's Strongest Man. So I thought it's a nice time to do it now, ending a block and before starting a new one. My goal is also to get rid of some excessive fat. The last 2 months after the championship, I've been in calorie surplus, and I now think doing this fast will help me get rid of some fat which I've gained the last couple of months. The number one reason for this fast is the autophagy. This is a natural process which it goes all the time, always, but it starts or intensifies after 12 or 72 hours fast. I'll tell more about it, what it is, but first of all, auto, which means auto, and phagi means eat, and autophagy then is explained as self-eating. This process goes on in the body all the time, but as mentioned, it intensifies when you don't have calories you don't have glycogen in your body. Some says after 12 hours fast, but of course most people have stored glycogen for more than 12 hours. So when we talk about fasting, it says it really starts for sure after 72 hours. And as I mentioned, the longest period of time I've been fasting now is 72 hours, which I've done twice. That's why my goal this time is to aim for 5 days, because 72 hours, as you know, is 3 days, and then I'll have 2 days of full autophagy. So the autophagy, or self-eating, is like a clean out of damaged cells. It's easier for the body to just make new cells, but when you are so low on energy and have no glycogen left, the cost of making new cells is bigger than it is to just focus on repairing or removing old and dead cells. So we have very many studies who have potential great benefits from doing this, both from muscle damage and problems, injuries. Most of the studies is on animals, but as we know, a lot of studies are, and they most likely is the same for us. I may talk more about autophagy later in this video, but if not, or if you just have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comment section and I will gladly answer them. Okay, so I just mentioned some of my goals with this fast period. Okay, so I just mentioned my goals with this fasting. Some of my expectations is, first of all, I expect it to be hard. Actually, I've been a bit anxious the last couple of days when I've been thinking about it and preparing for it. I'm not sure why, because when I've done like 24, 36, 48 or 72 hours, it's been no problem. But well, no problem. It's been okay. At least the up to 72 hours, and the normal 1 day, 2 day fast, it's no problem. I actually enjoy them. But yeah, I expect that reaching or aiming for 5 days, that may be hard, especially after listening to or asking other people done the same. I expect it to be hard, but maybe that will help me. Another expectation is for me to lose a couple of pounds of fat. I'm pretty sure that I will. I've seen some studies using DEXA scan for going for like 1 week fasting. They lose about 2.5 kilos of fat, but they've also lost like 1 kilos of muscles. I also expect to feel even better, both physical and mental, afterwards, even though I'm at a very good place at the moment. I expect to have less muscle and joint pain or aches than I have now. Actually, at the moment, my body feels okay. I have some small aches here and there, so I hope and expect these to feel better. My biggest problem is the ulnar nerve, which is under pressure somewhere, my elbow or shoulder. I guess it's in the shoulder, but I don't really expect any changes there. I don't think that the autophagy will affect a nerve being trapped, but you never know. And I also expect to fast for at least 5 days and nights. That's my goal, and I have to feel pretty bad, or something has to happen for me not to make it 5 days. Now I said it. I'm a bit sensitive and get headaches. For example, when messing up with my circadian rhythm, and so on. Hopefully, it will not be a problem while fasting this time. Because I believe if I receive or if I get a headache, for example, after 2 days, most certain it won't go back, or it won't go away before I go back to my normal rhythm with eating. But both times I've done 72 hours, it's been okay. So fingers crossed for that not to be a problem. When I the 2 times I've been fasting for 72 hours, I've actually been working out and had hard training sessions. This time, when I aim for more than 72, I will do no weight training, no weightlifting. And as I mentioned, I just ended a training block and I want to focus on the fast this time. I will walk my dog every day, and I will have at least 10,000 steps every day. So I will be active. The only thing I will ingest is water, and water with salt and some electrolytes. I won't take any vitamins. I won't, of course, not drink anything with calories, not eat anything, only water and salt and some electrolytes. In addition to the walking, I will be working. Nowadays, I rent myself out as an electrician, so for the first 60 hours of the fast, I will be working as an electrician. I see both positive and negatives about it. The positive is that my mind is busy, I'm doing things, so I won't be thinking that much about eating. But of course, when I reach a number of hours, we will see how I'm affected with being that active. But I think it will be okay. The next 4 days after the 60 hours of being working as an electrician, I will have office work, so we will see how it goes. In the past, I have been feeling some problem with focusing doing office work when I reach 70 hours, so we will see this time. But that's my plan and my goal, and I have to, some of it I have to get done. So if it may take more time, it just has to, because it's work. Tomorrow morning, Monday, the day before starting the fast, I will do a body weight, which I will include in this video, and I will also do body shape and picture to have something to look at before and then after. I'll try to cover day by day and have a video log, probably one in the morning and one in the evening every day, where I will talk about how it's going, what I feel and experience. And then in the end, after the fast, I will sum it up, and I will include how I broke the fast, because of course my goal is to have a smooth startup, eating plants, which my diet is plant-based, but I will not have big meals with heavy carbohydrates. I will start just with easy food, salad and such, and then start slowly. I will of course also include the weight change. We'll have a comparison with pictures before and after, and I will also include, of course, how I felt and how it affected me in the next days. So keep watching and you will see. Hey, so Tuesday evening, my last meal of this week, hopefully. I'm just having my regular meal number 4, nothing special. It's, let's see, soon 8 p.m. So this will hopefully be my last meal. I don't think I will do any update tomorrow morning, because that's just a normal normal day life, but I will have the next update after I've gone 24 hours. So tomorrow evening I will check in with you guys and let you know status. See ya. Hi. So it's now Wednesday, 8 p.m. and I've been fasting for 24 hours. Yeah, it's gone okay. To be honest, it's been harder than I'm used to when I usually do 24 to 36 hours fast, which I do, yeah, approximately twice a month. Don't know what's up with the red eyes, but I don't think it has anything to do with the fast. So I've been working just over 12 hours today and walked an hour with my dog. Around lunchtime until dinner time, like 4 hours, I had a little ache in my stomach, screaming, asking me to go eat. But it has disappeared, so the last 4 or 5 hours I didn't feel anything. Working went okay. I wasn't really affected by not eating, not so yeah, so it's 8 p.m. and after not working out today, I'm not expecting to sleep 9 hours as I usually do. So 8 p.m. and for example 8 hours of sleep, that means I will wake up 4 o'clock. We'll see, hopefully not. So I've just been drinking water today or the last 24 hours, but from tomorrow morning I will start adding sodium, potassium and chloride into the water. And yeah, I'll check in with you guys tomorrow morning before leaving to work. Morning. So it's 5 a.m. Thursday morning and I'm on my way to work. I've been fasting for 33 hours. Feeling very good. Slept very good. I didn't wake up the whole night and not hungry. Yeah. So I'm excited for a new day of work. I brought with me the Electrolytes, which I will show you. So it's like small tablets, and I will add 1 tablet for every half a liter of water. See you tonight. Hey. So Thursday evening, I've been fasting for about 2 days, 48 hours. And to be honest, I'm feeling great. Today has been a very good day. Easier than yesterday, less hunger, good energy. Yeah, pretty good. I've been working for 13 hours today, and when I came home, I walked my dog for 1 hour, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Now it's soon time to go to bed, and tomorrow morning, or later in the day tomorrow, I'll be about half the way to the goal. So we'll see. Hopefully I will have a good night's sleep like I had from yesterday. And we'll see you tomorrow. Morning. Friday morning actually, and I've been fasting for 57 hours. Had a good night of sleep, surprisingly good. I woke up once to go to pee, which is quite normal for me. It's 30 minutes past 5, so I actually slept for like 8.5 hours. Didn't lift weights since Tuesday, so that quality sleep and not lifting weights, that's not very normal to me. So, but been working hard though, so yeah, I'm excited to see now in the weekend, for example tonight, how I will sleep when I've gone even longer without eating, and not working as much as I have the past couple of days. So I will check in with you tonight, and I'll see you then. Hi, Friday evening, and I've just passed 72 hours of fasting. Okay, so this morning I started doing some office work, and then I changed my mind and I went to Bryne to do some work, electrician work, and then I went to the gym, worked for 4 hours at the gym, and afterwards I went home, had an hour walk with my dog. Overall, feeling pretty okay. One thing I've not noticed for sure is that I'm more cold. Usually or normally I'm never cold. I don't have that much heat at my house, and it's starting to get cold outside, but for sure that's not the only reason. It's for sure that I'm a lack of energy or food. Now it's 9 p.m, so I'm ready to go to bed. So it's not, I don't think it's the reason is not that I'm tired from not eating, but I'm just ready to go to sleep. Another thing than the freezing, that I'm freezing a little bit, is I'm starting to be maybe a little irritable, but not towards people or in that way, but I just realized it when I was trying to put my memory stick into the computer, and I had it the wrong way, and I was failing, and I was I was getting more heat. My head was heating more than it usually would, I think. But 73 hours fast, I'm ready to go to bed. Very excited or looking forward to that. Hopefully I will have just as good night as I've had these last couple of days. See you tomorrow morning. Oh, sorry, no. Good morning. It's 6:30 a.m. and I've slept for just over 9 hours. Surprisingly good. It's now Saturday and I have not eaten since Tuesday. That means I've now been fasting for about 82 hours. Sorry for yesterday's report. I had not really thought through what to say, and I was almost ready to go to sleep. I'm still okay, not feeling dizzy or anything. I do have a small headache, but nothing remarkable. I don't really have a schedule for today, despite going to do some coaching now, and the daily walk with Rocky. Other than that, I will probably try to go visit someone to make the clock tick. There's for sure too many hours in a day when you do not have to make food, eat food, go to the toilet, or work out. So yeah, hopefully today will be just as good. I will be checking in with you tonight, and I will hopefully be in a faster state then, feeling good. So yeah. There you go. Hi guys. Saturday evening, and last meal was Tuesday evening, which will say that I've been fasting for 4 days, or 96 or now 97 hours. It's now 30 minutes past 9. I'm feeling good, maybe actually better than I did yesterday. So yeah, I'm a bit surprised by this. I've been relatively active today. Worked for about 4 hours in the office, visited family members, went to socialize with friends at the gym, and I did some group lessons preparation, had a daily walk with Rocky, yeah, and so on. Feeling pretty good mood. I've for sure started to notice some human basic instincts. For example, as I already mentioned, the sense of smell, and vigilance, and my vision feels to have improved or enhanced in some way. So that's pretty cool to, yeah, to see and experience. And as I mentioned, and probably will mention again, is there's a lot of benefits from fasting, both intermittent fasting and longer fast for sure. For example, yeah, just general health, weight loss, fat loss in particular, organ health such as gut, liver, the genome, the epigenome. It helps fight inflammations, sickness, cognition, your mood, yeah, and life in general, such as increasing lifespan, and yeah, even cancer reversal. The main factor, which also is the one motivating me to keep going, especially now when I'm 4 days in, is the autophagy. Autophagy is a process stimulated and intensified while fasting. The body undergoes a number of different processes in the brain and body in order to recover the cells and tissues. Autophagy is essentially a cleaning up of gobbling up and dead cells and cells that are injured or sick. This is a natural process that occurs. It occurs mainly during sleep. So yeah, fasting of any kind does enhance autophagy. So how can I say? So the bad cells are being gobbling up and eaten, and the good cells undergo certain repair mechanisms, mainly related to the circadian genes. So how deep you are into the fast, depends on how long since you last ate. So the cells will less likely divide due to the cost of energy compared to just clean and repair, and this that the cells will less likely divide. That's also partly why it, how can I say, how it prevents the cells will less likely divide, and that's mostly, or at least a part, why it prevents cancers. And it's even more and more used now in cancer therapy. It will also more likely focus on repair, as just mentioned, and that's again positive against cancer and so much more. And of course, cleaning up. So it will intensify the autophagy, and just cleaning up and repairing, and it will less likely divide, which will, you will age later, and it will fight cancer. Another big thing worth mentioning this helps with is making my body more metabolic flexible. So in other words, learning my body to differentiate using fat and carbohydrate as energy source. So the best way to reach metabolic flexibility is through a ketogenic diet for a short period. It's not very easy when you're vegan or eat plant-based to go on ketogenic diet because of you need a fair amount of protein, and a lot of the protein sources contain a lot of carbs, and a ketogenic diet is yeah, to stay away from carbohydrates. So for me, it's easier with fasting, and fasting will also do this, but it's a bit easier with ketogenic diet. Being metabolic flexible will then again make it easier to fast for in the future, because it's easier and faster process for you to just go over to burn your fat, and it would also more likely burn fat when you are not eating, instead of, for example, muscles or just glycogen. As mentioned earlier, my goal was to fast for 5 days. Right now, it seems easy, with the first 24 hours actually being the worst, considering the hunger. We will see how tonight will be, if I will sleep just as good as the other days, but I'm positive that 5 days will be fine. I'm for sure looking forward to eat again, and go back to routines, and then again add in more frequent fasting again. But I'm also a bit motivated to go past 5 days. But I feel like Sunday night will be a good time to break the fast and do it slowly and under control. And yeah, ease it back into eating. But compared to do it on Monday or Tuesday because of work and yeah, etc. But yeah, let's go to sleep now, and get closer to 5 days, and then I'll decide if I'll finish tomorrow night, or if I'll break before that, or if I will go longer. So yeah, morning, Sunday morning actually, and yeah, I woke up about 2 hours ago. It's now 8 a.m. and I woke up like 5:40, went to bed 20 minutes past 10. So I'm sleeping for about 7 hours, 20 minutes. I didn't wake up anything in between, so I'm very happy about that. That means I've slept for 7 hours, 20 minutes, yeah. Good. So I have officially maxed out the stopwatch on my phone. When I started, or after I had the last meal, I started the stopwatch, and unfortunately 99 hours is the max. So I had to calculate it for you before starting to record, and I've now been fasting for 108 hours. Feeling pretty good. Nothing has changed. I just made me a cup of hot water and going to do some work in the office. Yeah, other than that, I think it's worth mentioning that I have not been to the toilet since Wednesday. So that's, yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, I'll see. I don't really have any plans in particular for today. Watch some soccer tonight, but that's, yeah, fair amount of time to go. We will see. I'm at least not having my first meal before tonight. We'll see. So, hola. Okay, it's Sunday evening, 40 minutes past 8 p.m., which means, yeah, I had the last meal on Tuesday evening, so I'm past 5 days, actually 121 hours of fast. And I think I've decided to keep going. At least I haven't eaten yet, and I'm not planning to, even though it would fit my schedule better to break the fast now, as I've already mentioned. I felt a little bit dizzy a couple of times today when standing up after been sitting down. Other than that, feeling good, pretty good. A little more hours today with ache in the stomach, where you usually feel hunger, but not not very much, just more than the other days. I've been relatively active today as well, just as the previous days actually. About yesterday, I remember that I forgot to mention positive effects. Two of them that I forgot, which is some of the effects I often reach for when I fast. That is, one is the insulin sensitivity. When you fast, you get even more sensitive. It helps insulin sensitivity. I will not elaborate on that right now, but if you're curious, you can Google it. And the other thing is just a clean reset, because our body from evolution has not been used to have food all the time. So your body actually gets a bit greedy and stops being very good to digest the food. So when you show the body that you can't have food all the time, it will sharpen the knife and go through everything that you eat. So, but it's not needed to fast for 5 days for this. It's one day fast, 24, 36 hours is enough. But that's I would like to mention that that's two of the biggest reason I often do fast for shorter periods of time. I feel like about me now keep going after 5 days, which was my goal. I feel like it have been too easy to just stop now, and you wouldn't believe me if I afterwards just said I could keep going after my goal, which was 5 days. So I'll just have to prove it, show you and show myself that I'm the captain here. Hopefully I'll have another good night of sleep. I'm off to bed now. I'm working for a minimum of 6 hours tomorrow, probably more. But first of all, we'll have to see how this night sleep will be. Night. Morning. Monday morning. It's now 6:30 a.m. and I've been awake for 1 hour. Which means that I've been sleeping for like 8 hours. Woke up once, 3 o'clock, but luckily it was no problem to go back to sleep. Feeling the same as yesterday. Now I'm off to work, so it seems like I will be working for like 10 hours today, and without any food, hopefully. I've been fasting now for just over 130 hours. See ya later. My first meals will consist of red bell pepper, tomatoes, spinach, cucumber, squash, linseeds, and chia seeds, fenugreek, those, and I'll have some beans, beetroot, rotabite, and I'll have oats, peanuts, monster, and lentils.
And avocado.
Whoopa. Hi. Monday evening, half hour past 8 p.m. I'm past 6 days of fasting now and still going. Still feeling okay. I have a small constant ache in the stomach, but except that, I'm feeling okay. Most of today I've been spent at worked for 11 hours today, and then I had the daily walk with Rocky. Went to grocery shopping, and I do miss the gym big time now, so I'll finish the fast tomorrow after fasting for 1 week. Rocky, hush! after fasting for 1 week straight with only water and salt. Tomorrow morning I'll probably check in with you, and then I'm off to another 10 hours of work before I will finally have my first meal, which I'm obviously looking forward to. I will do the weigh-in, measurement of my waist, and take the photo. Probably tomorrow morning or after work. I'm not sure. I do want the smallest waist measurement, but I'm not sure if that will be in the morning or later in the day due to, I start drinking water. We'll see. I'll probably check in with you tomorrow morning and then again maybe before my first meal. So hopefully tonight I will be just as good as the previous ones. Yeah, good night. Morning, it's 5:30 a.m. and I have not been sleeping as good as the previous nights. It took me over 2 hours to fall asleep. Probably a mix between lack of working out and the fact that I was freezing my feet off. I couldn't figure out how not to. So totally I slept for like 6.5 hours, which isn't really too bad. But I also woke up twice in the middle of the night. But luckily I didn't have any problem to go back to sleep. Now I'm off to work for about some 10 hours, and then it's almost time to break the fast. I did a weigh-in this morning, but I will also do one later in the day to see how it compares. See you later. Oh, hey, just got home from work. It's 4 p.m., which means I've been fasting for a week or 164 hours. As you just saw, I've made my 2 first meals. Excited about that. I'll have the first one now, and then I'll walk an hour with my dog, and then I'll have the second one. So hopefully this is not too much. That's why I also choose to eat one of them, then take a break and a walk, and then the second one. Yeah, I will jump straight into intermittent fasting now. So I will eat now, and I will eat in an hour, and then in 2 hours, and then I'm done. So it will be in approximately 1,000 calories today, so not much, and I will also keep ease into it tomorrow. Yeah, feeling good, feeling like I could keep going actually, but I want to get back into lifting. I will update you in a couple of days when I'm have eaten and tried to work out, and bring you a summary. Let's go. Hey, as you just witnessed, my weight was 95.8 kilos prior to the week of fast, and 89.0 afterwards, which totals weight loss of 6.8 kilos. My waist measured 95 centimeters prior and 90 centimeters afterwards, totaling 5 centimeters smaller waist. And I do want to mention that the measurement is not at my smallest around the waist, but a spot where I can make sure I always find the same place for correct measurements. I ended the fast on a Tuesday, and the plan was to eat normally for about 3 days and have a couple of workouts, and then do the after pictures on Saturday for a better comparison.
But on Thursday, having my first workout, 2 days after ending the fast, I got a fever while working out, which later proved to be COVID. I'm not vaccinated. I was probably infected on Sunday or Monday while fasting, and then I'd been fasting for like 5 to 6 days, which tells you that I was pretty vulnerable at this point. I was laying for about 2 weeks with very, very little food, no lifting, and this for sure messed up the summary for this fast. I thought about doing the after pictures after the COVID, but due to the amount of time it took, I decided not to. It would just not be the right due to how it affected my body after those weeks. So unfortunately, that's how it went. But a short summary from the fast: it was way easier than expected, especially after first couple of days. To go to work while fasting was no problem. I was working about 50 hours that week, and yeah, I didn't feel any different. My basic primal instincts was very clear. I was colder than usual. Clear fat loss, which you will see afterwards. I slept surprisingly good. I had one day that wasn't optimal, but apart from that, very good, surprisingly good. Breaking the fast was easy. No cravings. My stomach couldn't handle the same volume of food after right afterwards, of course, but that's how it is. Good experience, and again, a great body reset, good for digestion, organs, and so on. As I mentioned, I didn't get the comeback as I wanted, as I planned, due to getting sick, but that's just how it is. I mentioned before about autophagy and body aches, and I mentioned my elbow, having trouble with the ulnar nerve for like 7 weeks, couldn't press anything. And not sure if I could thank the autophagy for this, or just the fact that I just lifted weights 2 times for 23 days, but it's good now. But I'm sure that I can thank the autophagy for so little knee pain afterwards. The reason I'm sure about that, I can thank that this time, is because normally when I do not work out, my knees and back and so on normally get worse when not lifting. But this time, not lifting, knees feeling better. I'm sure that is thankfully to the autophagy. Last but not least, we will have a look at the pictures, even though you know. So here, first of all, you have a front picture of me before and after, and as you can see, my mustache didn't grow that much due to the amount of food. Now, as for real, as you can see, I'm relaxing here, and on the after picture you for sure see my abs clearer, and you can also see that it's less shadow below the belly button, which means that it doesn't go out that much. Apart from that, you can see the musculature isn't that full afterwards. Of course, I haven't eaten for 1 week at this picture. The next picture, I'm showing off, and as you can see, the after picture has the abs is clearer, both the abs and the legs, but of course, as mentioned, and the after picture I have no glycogen in the musculature, so yeah, it's not what I thought it would be, but taken, yeah, it is what it is. Back picture, this is maybe the worst comparison. Don't see that much of a change in this picture, just less musculature and looking fat and chill. This one though, you can see on the upper back that I'm more ripped, less fat, and maybe the best place to see the fat loss here would be on the above the hips, because on the upper back you can say it's just as much losing water weight and not that much fat, but of course it is fat. But on down on the hips you can see it's smaller, tinier, and that's the main place for storing fat. So for sure here you can see a couple of pounds going off. And the last picture maybe being the best, after picture from right and left hand side. And as you can see here, I don't really need to mention, but yeah, you can see how the stomach is before and after. And as I mentioned, the before picture is also, I fasted for like 12 hours on the before picture, so I don't have, almost don't have food in the stomach even on that picture, but you can see on the before and after how my waist went down. And as mentioned, 5 centimeters waist loss after 1 week of fasting. Very nice. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Maybe ask a question to the video. Thank you. See you.